G'day gamers, BoardGameGeek Hall of Fame has been announced. 25 games that have had a lasting legacy on the board gaming hobby. Last video I looked at games 1 through 15, and today we'll look at the next 10. I'll tell you which they are, what sort of game they are, and why they've had a lasting legacy. My name is Jerome from Play Games Central Coast. I've played thousands of board games, card games and RPGs, and if you're interested in that type of content, please subscribe. Let's take a look at the BGG Hall of Fame. Number 16, Through the Ages, from 2006 by Vlada Shvato. Through the Ages is a civilization game that does away with the world map. It is a very tactical drafting game, with each card representing ideas, technologies, famous persons throughout history, and buildings. You're balancing the happiness of your citizens while trying to bolster your wealth and keeping an eye on military strength. Because of its tactical nature, each time you play, the story of your civilization will be quite unique. Number 17, Agricola. Designed in 2007 by Uwe Rosenberg, it is the quintessential worker placement game. So much so that others in the genre often feel like mere iterations on this core design. In it, you are controlling a farming family, balancing growth versus survival. The survival aspect can feel a bit punishing to some players, as you do risk some of your family members starving to death. However, the risk of that means that when you do get your growth strategy right and you're getting an inundation of resources, it feels very satisfying. It is a hugely influential game. Number 18, Brass. Published in 2007 and designed by Martin Wallace, Brass is an economic game that goes from the Canal Age through to the Age of Steam. In it, you are industrialists. You're using your hand of cards to look for opportunities on the board to make a quick profit, to increase your income, to then hopefully expand your network and build up your ability to make big money. It's card play, it's interactions between players and their resources, and it's race for spots on the map make it a very tense, very tactical, very enjoyable game. Number 19, Race for the Galaxy. Published in 2007 and designed by Tom Lehman. Race for the Galaxy is a highly interactive card game in which players are expanding their galactic civilization through trading, conquering planets, and adopting social and technological advancements. It has the building of your tableau through simultaneous action selection. This game was played a lot when it was first published, but in my experience seems to be played less and less these days, and that may account for why this entry had some criticism. Part of that was the fact that Puerto Rico was omitted from the list, and it was a number one game on BGG for many years, and the pioneer of role selection in games. Number 20, Dominion. Published in 2008 and designed by Donald X. Vaccarino. Dominion's influence cannot be overstated. It is the deck builder game that the rest of them have all tried to live up to. Some succeeding in their own quirky and innovative ways, but Dominion's still played today and stays fresh with its many expansions. In deck building, you collect cards from the offer in front of you and hope to refine your deck, bringing more and more points. It took the construction of decks that's fun in Magic and puts it into the gameplay of the game at the table. Some of the best games to have been published in the last 14 years have copied this style, and a lot is owed to Donald X. Vaccarino for his innovation. Number 21, Pandemic. Published in 2008 and designed by Matt Leacock. It certainly wasn't the first cooperative game, but it did set the benchmark for the genre. Players worked together to try and cure 4 diseases that are spread throughout the world, moving about the map, using their powers, and racing against time. It's a very engaging puzzle that's fun from 1 to 4 players. Apparently, during the COVID-19 spread, sales of Pandemic soared, probably due to the satisfaction you feel about fighting back against the global disease. Number 22, 7 Wonders. Published in 2010 and designed by Antoine Bauza. 7 Wonders is a civilization building game in theme, but essentially it's an abstract drafting game. From your hand of cards, you pick one and pass the rest. Hopefully each card you pick combos with the others to gain the most points. This game was hugely influential, popularizing drafting, which has had many versions of since, and I think it's great for a game night because you can have 7 players all playing. Their actions are simultaneous, everyone's engaged throughout, and you're done in 60 minutes. So for that, I thank Antoine Bauza for 7 Wonders. Number 23, The Castles of Burgundy. Published in 2011 and designed by Stefan Feld. The Castles of Burgundy has players use dice to place tiles on their board and gain points. Stefan Feld's games don't always have the tightest connection between the theme and setting and the mechanisms of the game. It's more about doing stuff to get points, and every turn you're gaining points, and it's often referred to as point salad, and this game popularized that style of play. Number 24, Terra Mystica. Published in 2012 and designed by Jens Drogmüller and Helge Ostertag. Terra Mystica is not a game I've played. It's not a game that looks inviting to me. In it, it looks like you're dwarves or something doing stuff and getting points. If you understand why Terra Mystica is very popular, please try and explain it to me, although I may not understand. Number 25, Concordia. Published in 2013 and designed by Mac Gertz. Concordia is a card drafting game in which you are spreading your influence across the map of Rome and the Roman Empire. You must manage your resources well, build buildings in different locations, and collect cards that will score high in the 2 scoring phases of the game. It's a very enjoyable game and would probably sell more if it had a standard sized game box. There you have it. They're the games from 16 to 25 in the BoardGameGeek Hall of Fame. They showcase the innovation and creativity of designers, which makes this hobby so rich and rewarding. How many of those 10 have you played? Do you agree with the choices of the jury? Are there games that you think would have been more worthy of a spot on the list? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you enjoyed this, please give it a like and subscribe for more videos like this. My name's Jerome from Play Games Central Coast. Thanks for watching.